right, team, in today's speed training, I'm going to give you some simple tips, some tricks, and some strategies to help you sell more supplements inside of your facilities. We're also going to talk about other retail items in general. So the first question that I normally get asked is, what supplements should I carry? Now, when I'm trying to figure out what supplements or retail items I'm going to carry, as a general rule of thumb, I don't sell something unless I can mark it up 100%. Meaning if it costs me $10 to buy the item, I want to be able to sell it for $20 and have it make sense. If you do not have 100% markup on an item, it really isn't worth your time to sell it. The time that it takes and the energy it takes to train your team, to market, and to sell something that you're only getting a very small percentage, it just isn't financially worth it for you. If you spend that same energy, intensity, time, and money trying to market and sell and just fulfill your program, you would collect far more cash than you would selling supplements. So if I can't mark it up 100% and have it make sense, I'm probably not going to carry it or sell it. Okay, and this is another reason why I like to avoid MLMs or direct ship, something like Herbalife or any of the other Isogenics, any of those kind of brands. When you use an MLM, there's two reasons why I personally don't like it. Number one is you're definitely not getting 100% markup. So you're usually only getting a small percentage, maybe 25%. The other reason why I don't like MLMs is that generally their product price is so high that maybe you'll get your clients to purchase supplements for a month, maybe 2, even 3 months, but it's really hard to get someone to keep with it long term because it's just so expensive. So anytime someone's trying to get me to sell their supplement line, I like to take a step back and think, what's in it for me? For example, I had these clients that I was working with, and they had been working with another mentor who released a new supplement line. And there was some sort of contest. They wanted to be one of the top selling studios. So they really went all in on selling these supplements and these done for you meals, right? And what happened is they took their foot off the gas with their EFT, and their EFT really suffered for the next 2 months. Sure, they sold a whole lot of supplements and a whole lot of done-for-you meals, but 3 months later, they had still felt the effects of not focusing on their EFT. And very few of the clients who had initially purchased those supplements or the done-for-you meals were still doing it. So is somebody encouraging you to sell something because it's good for them? That coach was making money off of them selling it? Or is it what's best for your business? Okay, which leads me to my next point, which I'm just going to skip to here, which is that if your EFT isn't rocking, you shouldn't sell supplements. If you're not profitable, if you are not taking home a consistent, regular paycheck, you probably shouldn't focus on selling supplements. And I want you to stop watching this video or come back to it at a later time and really focus, go all in on building your EFT until you're at that sustainable point. If your EFT's rocking, you're taking a paycheck, then it's go ahead and spend that time and energy focusing on adding additional streams of revenue. All right, so let's go back here. I like to choose supplements that are not easily available wherever your clients might shop, such as Costco or Target, right? So I don't purposely carry those brands because you cannot sell it for the same price as Target or Costco. So they're going to be able to get it somewhere else very easily for much less expensive, and they probably won't buy it from you. So I always like to look for specific brands that are not readily available. Some of the most popular supplements, surprisingly, single serving stuff has been one of the most popular. So a single serving protein drink or a pre-workout that they can buy in a cold case has been one of the most popular. Of course, protein powder, I didn't even put that on here because I figured everyone knew to sell that. There's a whole list. You don't have to sell every single one of these. BCAAs have also sold really well for me. Greens are kind of hit and miss because some people don't particularly like the taste, but single serving proteins, pre-workouts, BCAAs, those things have always been really, really popular. Multivitamins, not so much, just because there's so many brands and they're so inexpensive that I had a hard time selling multivitamins. We already discussed this. So you can kind of pick and choose what's going to work best for your business. Now, the first tip that I'll give you in selling is to create product bundles. This makes it really easy for you to recommend and to sell several things at once versus just selling a protein powder to someone. So let's say you're doing the sales appointment, you're closing them on membership, they're in the buying mood. It's a great time to present a product bundle, and you can say something like, hey, this package would be perfect for you because you're looking to lean out. And you don't ask them, do you want it? You would simply ask, hey, which flavor would you prefer, chocolate or vanilla? So you're going to use that assumptive selling to lead them into the best choice, which is in this case, a burn bundle. So I recommend having 3 different bundles or packages for your clients, depending on your avatar, your niche, your specific studio. So you'll probably also want a build package for those who are looking to increase muscle mass. And then the third package is really going to depend on you and your clients. Some popular bundles that you can do would be a starter for someone who's just starting out, somebody who's on a maintenance plan. Energy is really, really popular. So like an energy bundle, and then someone looking to level up. So maybe this is someone who's training for a competition or a Spartan race, or who's really just trying to take their fitness to that next level. So there's lots of different bundles that you can select, but I recommend starting off with a burn, a build, and then one other product bundle. From there, it's really important that you train your team on how to sell supplements. And when you're talking about how to sell supplements, you really want to focus on the benefits and not the features. So what do I mean by that? A feature would be this protein powder has 25 grams of protein and this many grams of this and that many grams of that. Blah, 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 nobody cares, right? What they care about is how that specific supplement is going to help them lose more weight. So I have a supplement fact sheet. If you would like this, just let me know. This goes through several popular supplements and what are some of the selling points, the benefits, not the features. I'll give you an example of fish oil. So the way that we used to sell it is say, hey, fish oil is the #1 thing you can do to increase fat burn because it's going to help your liver metabolize more fat. Now, it does this through omega-3 fatty acids. And when you purchase a fish oil supplement from Costco or Target, it might be less expensive, but it's generally farmed fish. And farmed fish has less omega-3 fatty acids, about actually 30% compared to a wild caught. Our fish oil is from wild caught fish. And so in order to get the same amount of omega-3 fatty acids that you would get in 1 serving of ours, you would have to take 3 times the amount that you'd buy at Costco to get the same, fat burning benefits. And so while it may seem less expensive, it's actually more expensive because of the dosage that you need to take, and you're more likely to have that fishy taste, right? So you'll notice there I showed it, what are the benefits, how it's going to help them get to their goal, and why they should buy my specific supplement versus one that they might find elsewhere. So you want to make sure that your team is clear on the selling points that they're going to use to get somebody to actually purchase this, not all of the product features that you would find listed on the label. Once your team understands the talking points for a supplement, I recommend having a supplement of the week, or better yet, a supplement of the month. So this is a really effective way to train your team. You can focus on one supplement. Let's say this month we're going to focus on fish oil. In our team meeting, we would go over all of the selling points. We would role play, and then there's several different things that we're going to do. One, we're going to announce it after the workouts while our clients are stretching. We might do an email blast to our list. We might do a sampling one day and show them, hey, this fish oil doesn't give you a fishy aftertaste. You're not going to be burping up fish taste. And then we might also do a live video in our members only group. Now, if you have a supplement of the month, you can do each one of these in a different week. So the first week of the month, we'll announce it after sessions. The second week, we'll do an email campaign. The third week of the month, we'll do sampling. And then the last week of the month, we'll do a live. So this is a super easy structure that you can use to just rotate through your most popular supplements. Train your team slowly so they're not memorizing a fact sheet on 10 supplements all at once, and really educating your clients on the benefits, not the features of that specific supplement. There's lots of different sales techniques that you can use. I already went over sampling. Sampling works insanely well, especially if you have something that they're going to immediately feel the effects of, like pre-workout, or that's super delicious. Our BCAA sold really well because they were sort of Jolly Rancher flavored. So we would always sample these after the workouts. Another selling technique is to pre-order and save. I use this a lot whenever I do challenges. So pre-order the supplements that you're going to need for your meal plan in this bundle, and you'll save 10% or whatever it is. That way you know exactly how much inventory to carry. You use it as a one-click upsell in your funnel, which I'll explain a little bit more, and it works super well. You can also sell at the time of orientation. So again, I use that assumptive selling method that I used before. During the orientation, I'd say, in your orientation packet is your supplement order form. Go ahead, pull that out right now. Write your name on it. Write your phone number and your email. And then the first thing you need to do is select your protein flavor. Would you like chocolate, vanilla, or coffee, right? The next thing you'll want to do is choose if you want this or that. Go ahead and select that, and then sign your name and turn it in, whatever. So I'm just basically leading them through what to do. I'm not really giving them an option to back out, but I'm letting them choose their flavors or this or that type scenario. This works insanely well to get a lot of people to purchase supplements. They're most likely to purchase them when they first get started because they're in that buying mood and they're sort of ready to go all in. Again, especially works insanely well if you are doing this during a challenge. The last thing, if you carry a lot of other retail items, for example, clothing, is to do limited runs. So this is a shirt that you only get if you buy this. This is a shirt that you only get for the next couple of weeks or whatever it is. Instead of always carrying the same items, doing different designs with limited runs, it will help you sell more retail items. We kind of talked about how to use one-click upsells. A one-click upsell is basically after they've already bought your program. So after they've registered for a challenge, that takes them to a page that says, wait, one more step, purchase this supplement bundle. I use a video that has me explaining the benefits, not the features, of each and every single supplement, and then images of them down below. And they basically click the button if they want it. It will automatically charge the credit card that they just used to purchase your challenge or your LBO or whatever front end offer that you have. So if you're selling through a funnel, you should definitely add a one-click upsell after the cart. We already talked about limited runs on clothing, so I'm not going to go into more detail. So the next thing you want to do is sort of pick your approach to selling supplements, and there's no right or wrong way. So the first is a very casual approach to selling supplements. This would be just having a simple retail area, maybe doing sampling once a month or once a quarter, and really not being aggressive about it, which is totally fine. You're going to focus your main energy and your main time into increasing your membership sales. So if you're somebody who's not generating a lot of profit or you're not where you want to be, I would definitely choose a casual approach. You can have some stuff there, but again, it's not taking a lot of your bandwidth. The next approach you could use would be choreographed, right? So this is a great system if you do an orientation for people who just get started, or if you sell in a nutrition consultation, right? This is a really great time to also sell supplements after they've committed to purchasing a membership. Or the last option would be those constant reminders. This would be sort of like the example I gave with the supplement of the month, and then having a very specific strategy where you're announcing it, you're doing an email and text campaign, you're doing a sampling, and then finally you're doing some live videos. So if you just have that as your normal cadence, you're constantly going to be talking about a different supplement, and you have a standard operating procedure for how you're going to do it. So this is a great option for somebody, again, whose EFT is rocking, they're consistently taking home a salary, and you're ready to give your time and attention and really up your game with supplements. So The question I get asked a lot is, hey, where should I buy supplements? My favorite place is Europa Sports. They have, I think, several thousand products. Any major supplement product name that you can think of, they probably carry. And what I love most about them is they will often overnight supplements to you for free. So this means you don't have to keep a lot of inventory. You don't have a lot of money tied up in inventory. I would generally have maybe 2 of each flavor. And then when we needed to restock, I would simply order and they would overnight it. It also allowed me to take orders from people for stuff that we didn't have in stock. So I would just let the client know, hey, if you guys order now, you'll be receiving your product in 48 hours or whatever. It'll be available for pickup. It worked great for when I did challenges or large events because I would have everybody pre-order, or I would even sell at the orientation and then just buy exactly what I'd already sold. And most of their products are competitively priced so that you can use that 100% markup rule. If you're going to be selling equipment that is smaller and lightweight, I would recommend Alibaba. You're purchasing direct from manufacturers in China. Often if you purchase something on Amazon, this is where the Amazon sellers get it from. It does not work well for heavy items like barbells, dumbbells, plate weights, but smaller items that you might want to carry, for example, resistance bands, yoga mats, things of that nature, you can buy them in bulk. And then finally, if you're going to sell clothing or other items that you might want printed, I always recommend working with a local print shop. You can often get a much better deal. So what I would recommend doing is calling a couple local print shops and saying, hey, listen, I'm going to be ordering from you consistently every single month. What kind of discount or what kind of, deal can we work out here? And this is what I did. I had a print shop right across the street. They would let me do very small runs. They would just keep my designs on file and they gave me a really good price. It was far better than ordering from a big print retailer online. So those are the tips that I have for you. I would love to know, what questions do you have for me? What are your biggest takeaways, or what are you going to implement after watching this video? And again, if you want a copy of my supplement fact sheet, then please let me know in the comments down below and I'll shoot it right over. You can either just swipe my benefits and selling points, or you can use it as a template to add in any supplements that I may not have listed. I look forward to seeing you back in another speed training with more tips to grow and scale your fitness business. Bye.